Alright. Question number 4 is solve the equation 8x raised to the power 6 plus 215x cube minus 27. This is basically a part of A2 because in AS you have to hit all the equations that are cubic, that are quadratic only. Means maximum power should be 3. After that you are not able to solve this type of equation in AS level. That substitution method would be taught to you in A2. So somehow you can say this question was out of course. Somehow you can say in most of the school as an extra things, maybe teachers did study these things to your students and for their students and something like that. But overall, according to the syllabus, this question is out of course. So how you can solve this type of question? Whenever any equation that is maximum than x raised to the power 3 which comes to you, you have to do substitution over here. So do some letting. Let x cube which is equals to t. Whenever you put x cube is equals to t, your equation would be 6 root of equation would be converted into 8t square plus 215t minus 27 which is equals to 0. Now this is quadratic equation. I can solve this equation by 3 methods: completing square, quadratic formula, making a factor. One of the easiest method to solve this equation is making a factor because that will consume a less time and you can complete this question within a time without making a complication and something like that. So whenever you just make a factor, that equation would be reduced into 8 square plus 216t minus t minus 27 which is equals to 0. So that would be written as, this is only t, yeah. So that's going to satisfy both the equations for making a factor. So I can proceed make a factor, this one and this one. So after taking a common t, 8t from the first pair, my answer is coming as 8t can be taken as common and inside I have t plus 27. Minus 1 can be taken as common and inside I have t plus 27 which is equals to 0. That can be written as at minus 1 t plus 27 which is equals to 0. So it gives me two cases, 8t minus 1 is equals to 0 and second case is t plus 27 is equals to 0. Some of the students have confusion like why I did create two cases over here. That's a general and basic maths. You know that whenever product of two number is equals to 0, for example xy is equals to 0, you know that x is variable, y is variable. Same thing is going to happen here. 8t minus 1 is variable, t plus 27 is variable. So whenever the product of any two variables is equals to 0, I don't know the value of x and y because that's generally given to me that xy is equals to 0. That equation would be satisfied when x is equals to 0 and maybe y would be equals to 0. Because I don't know either x is equals to 0 or y is equals to 0. I have no information about that. That's generally. So I cannot say 0. I cannot say just only first term is 0. Maybe the second term would be 0. I don't know. So that's why, because I don't know, I have to create two cases over here. First case when the first element is 0 and the second case when the second element or the variable is 0. So that's why always remember when product of any two or three numbers, either if there is x, y and z is equals to 0, then there would be three cases like x is equals to 0 maybe, y is equals to 0 maybe, and z is equals to 0 maybe. So that's why by using this general maths calculation, I just put 8t minus 1 is equals to 0 and second is t plus 27 is equals to 0. So when I solve this equation, my answer would be reduced into 8t is equals to 1 and t is equals to 1 by 8. This is the first value of this t that I get. Second is t is equals to minus 27. Go back toward your original question. You can see your original equation is in x and I just substitute t. Definitely I have to resubstitute. I have to move toward the backward substitution in order to get my actual answer in a form of x, because I need my answer in a root of x, not in t. T is a substitution. So put your values in back. So that gives you, because I put t is equals to x cube, so at the place of t that would be x cube is equals to 1 by 8. In order to find x, I just apply cube root over here on both sides of equation. that gives me x cube is equals to minus 3. That's the first equation that I have. X is equals to minus 3, the first value of this x. Sorry, my bad, this is 1 by 2 actually. From the second one, that would be x cube is equals to minus 27. Apply 1 by cube root over both sides of equation, that gives you x is equals to minus 3. So from the first equation I have x is equals to 1 by 2, and from the other equation my x is 1 by, sorry, that's actually my minus 3. That's the complete